So this is the final installment of Adios 8th edition. This is game 5. I'm going against a Deamons player. It's one of my club mates, actually. He's running a mixture of Tzeentch, Slaanesh, and Nurgle. So this should be interesting. It's not too different from the third game I played. I didn't really post that one up because the person I played against did not want to have his game recorded. So I'm running Beastmen, of course, and it should be interesting. It's almost like they're trying to submarine us because we're both okay in standings. On a we're on table 13 or so, or 8. Here's his lineup. He has a Soul Grinder. He has 2 units of pink horrors. It looks like a unit of, to the left you got a unit of Nurgle Beast of Nurgle. You got a single Beast of Nurgle. That's not a Slaughter Brute. That's actually a Skull Cannon. And beside the Skull Cannon is yet another unit of pink horrors. He has another single Beast of Nurgle, and he has some Plague Bearers all the way to the left. And beside the Plague Bearers is a Keeper of Secrets. It looks kind of like a Medusa model. Yeah. And my plan here is to kill his Keeper of Secrets as quickly as possible with magic missiles, because I don't have anything that can deal with her. Most likely he's going to be always striking first at strength 10, so I'm not playing with that. And you see my right over here, I have a War Pig, 5 Ungor, a unit of Synagor, which they, I believe they were sober for once in this battle. Go figure. And yeah, this is still looking at my army. This is my deployment. Still looking at my deployment here. There's the Minotaur with the Mark of Nurgle. In front of them is the unit of Ungor. He ended up getting first turn on this one. He got that lucky roll. And I'm okay with this. Over here, he moves his Keeper of Secrets on my left here, coming around on my left flank. I have to do enough wounds to her to make it so that she'll die even in close combat. I have to slow this wench down because she's probably strength 10. Always strike first. And behind her is a Exalted Flamer, and I hate those things. Those things, oh, I hate those things. They're so ridiculous. And the big templates and all that. And he actually does a wound in the shooting phase against the pig. Or it's, yeah, he does a wound against the pig in the shooting phase. I think he does like the blue fire of Tzeentch, and he does a wound on the pig. He also buffs this this unit over here. I forgot what he buffed it with, but I'm not really sure. I have quite a bit. I have like at least 4 magic missiles in this army, so I'm trying to spam that with the Skin Fetish, and I spam it with the Skin Fetish against his Greater Demon, and I do 2 wounds against the Greater Demon. So the Greater Demon is now at 3 wounds, and that was turn 1. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, so this is good. So average, I should have her dead next turn, right? I should have her dead next turn. Before that, and then I can target that Flamer of Tzeentch. Okay, I actually moved my Centaur up to slow this thing down, and I think what ended up happening, I think they might have been stubborn this turn. I think they actually rolled stubborn. But anyway, he charged them, and they stood and shot, and I think they did like 2 wounds against them, maybe even 3. They did 3 wounds against the Soul Grinder, so that's good. They actually might win in close combat against the Soul Grinder, because they did 2 wounds for stand and shoot. That might actually be able to do something. All right, and the good thing is his Soul Grinder is now in charge range of a War Pig, if that's going to help. Over here, he ends up charging the Beast of Nurgle at my other pig, and my other pig fled. And I think what's going to, oh yeah, then he marches the other Beast of Nurgle up, and yeah. In close combat, he kills the Synagor. They couldn't do any more wounds. That's all they could do. But he exposes his flank to a Razorgore pig, which, you know, it's a pig. What could it possibly do to a Soul Grinder? He actually catches my other War Pig and reforms. You see he's starting to pincer me in so I can't move my units. This is a tactic a lot of Slaanesh players like to use. I've gone against it before and they do this. It's not a bad idea if you get the first turn against your opponent to pincer them in so they can't really move, because movement is a big part of the game. So if you can pincer your opponent, you already can lock them down to a victory. And he actually brings in a unit of flesh hounds right behind the gore. So the gore have nowhere to go. They can't even wheel. You know, they can't even wheel. It sucks. And in close combat, the pig, when it charged in my turn, it actually killed the soul grinder. You can't make this stuff up, people. I actually charged Ungor into this unit of flamers earlier, and they actually are holding. They're actually doing enough wounds to hold them there. 5 Ungor raiders against a unit of 10 demons. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. This is why I like fantasy. You don't get this kind of stuff on 40K. All right, so that those I don't know what to do against those the Beasts of Nurgle on the side of those Ungor. There's nowhere for them to go. The only thing I can do is just hold their own. In the magic phase, I tried to kill her again, and she made every last one of her ward saves. I think she failed one. She failed one of her ward saves after all that magical shooting. Because I actually, the sorcerers actually ran out of dodge when they saw them bearing down on them. I had to escape that, because that was a lot. That would have been a lot of points for him to get at one time. It's like 1,000 points. Yeah, I think that, and his skull cannon shoots at the Minotaur. I think he does a wound. The Minotaur catches the cannonball, and then he charges everything he has into the gore. I thought at first the gore might be able to hold, but then I really thought about it. I was like, that greater demon is going to thunder stomp, and that's going to be it. I mean, you know, these things happen. You know, they happen. I just wish I was able to kill her that second turn. I mean, she was right there in the midst of death. She only has one wound left at this point. You know, they kill the unit and they run it down and kill it. Yeah. So there's my wizards. They're all sitting around the Herdstone, and these Ungor are still holding this unit of demons. I'm not. This is not something I'm just making up here. This is actually happening in real time. Well, not real time. But you get the drift. I mean, look at all those wounds on her. And this is just magic shooting. This is like strength 1 magic shooting at that. This is coming from the staff of Dorketh. And here's another unit of demons. I said to myself, the Ungor are so doing so well against demons, I'm gonna charge another unit into them, just to do it, right? Just to do it. Yeah, look at those Ungor, brave souls. It's because they don't know what they're fighting. That's what it is. They're still trying to understand what they're doing. Trying to figure out what they're fighting. It's like, what is it, Precious? What is it? And the demons are kicking their butts here. I think I do 2 wounds against them, and they kind of hold them there. They don't really go anywhere. So good, you know, I should field an entire army full of Ungor and just throw them into people. That should be hilarious, actually. Just units of 10 Ungor everywhere. You know what I'm saying, with banners, and just like hold their own against almost anything. That's great. Yeah, these guys don't do so hot. I think they do like 1 more wound. They're kind of slowing down now. They're starting to figure out that they're not going to make it off this battlefield. And then the unit of Ungor Raiders, not Ungor Raiders, but a unit of Ungor actually, they were fighting the Beast of Nurgle, and they do a wound against the Beast of Nurgle. And then in his turn, he charges the cannon in. That's it for that unit. They're toast. And then here's the sorcerers. They're all dancing around the Herdstone, trying to stay out of it. He cast Hysterical Frenzy on one of them. I mean, it could hurt. It could hurt a wizard, but it also makes it so that a wizard might have to charge something. You know, it could happen. It sometimes works. Very rarely though, but it sometimes works. And wouldn't you know it, that 3 Ungor actually kill like 2 or 3 demons. Ungor against demons. That's what I should do from now on. I should just run units of 10 Ungor everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes they might actually hurt stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's expensive stuff too, like Flamers of Tzeentch. I mean, I know those flamers are more expensive than 30 points of Ungor. I know it. This guy makes his leadership test. He passes it. They actually finally end up killing that greater demon off. But it took like an inordinate amount of magical shooting to do it. This close combat, the Ungor, they finally break. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I mean, that was the most fun of the game right there, watching the Ungor fight demons. And the Ungor, they get away from the demons. And I'm thinking, that Razor Gore should be able to finish that unit, and that should net me some points. And the thing is, we're so close in points that if he does kill that'll actually put us at a tie, or it might even put me a little bit over him, but it should be a tie, you know. At this point, I'm starting to figure I'm probably going to have to charge the Minotaur to get those points, to net those points over there. And so, and I'm pretty much have come to the realization that those wizards are all going to die. Every last one of them are going to die. And here's another picture of the Razor Gore. And they keep trying to throw magic missiles at him. And this time he actually failed to cast some of his magic. So that was good, even for the Ungor, because he failed on both turns. I had to fight in order for them not to get hit with magic missiles. And over here, I think I manipulate their movement or something like that. Because I want to keep those wizards alive any way I possibly can. And that cannon is scary because he can charge and make my wizard flee off the board. You know, Minotaur actually do charge the demons, and they beat the snot out of them. I think it was the impact hits alone killed those demons. And my wizards are in deep doo-doo. In his turn, he kills off a wizard, and then he charges the Razor Gore actually charged in his turn, and the demons killed the Razor Gore. They couldn't kill Ungor, but they can kill a Razor Gore pig at toughness 5. I don't know. I don't know. And then here's the last scene from the movie Glory, where he takes the wizard's head and snaps it off and eats it. That's all my wizards. That's pretty much all my wizards. I mean, that's at least one of them, and that's the beginning of the end of all my wizards. The Minotaur overrun, they get away. They turn around in my phase. I can't really do anything. This is the end of the game. I just turn around and look at the demon because I'm at the bottom of turn 6, and that's it. If I could have charged that demon, or if I had killed that demon earlier in turn 2, this game would have been entirely different. But I couldn't kill him turn 2. Couldn't kill the greater demon in turn 2. But it was a good game. It was a fun game. I definitely want to rematch with the Beastmen against this demon army. I want to run that rematch. But it was fun, and that was it. Thanks for watching.